Hi, hello, welcome back to another session. We are in module 3 lesson 1 that is about data shaping. In the data shaping we will be learning about identifying the column headers and names. If there is any unstructured data or semi-structured data, first we need to identify who are the actual columns and who are the actual names, and then we will be talking about how could you promote your headers, and then we will be learning about renaming the columns, and then we'll also be learning about reducing the number of rows using the remove top rows transformation, as well as we'll also learn about removing the columns which are not at all required for our analysis. Then in the end we'll be talking about converting or transforming pivoting data to unpivot, as well as unpivoted data to pivot data, right? So then let's head back to our Power BI desktop. We are in our Power BI desktop. Now we are going to connect to one Excel that is called data shaping. In module 3 lesson 1 shaping data, we are gonna connect to this data shaping Excel. Click open. Now I have a different data here, but I'm gonna point to this, as well as I'm also going to I'm gonna connect to all this data and click transform data. Now we are in Power Query Editor. Now go to the first one. Forget about this first one. Delete the first one that we don't need, and click on the data shaping query. In this you see this one here. The data is not structured. So in this, now first we are identifying what are the actual columns and what are the actual names. If you look at this one, the make here, this is actual column name, and Aston Martin, Jaguar, Rolls-Royce is actual data, right? So now we need to identify the columns, other columns, January, February, March, that is a data, but they display in the columns, and there is one more column called year, right? So first, before doing any transformation to this table, or before applying any data shaping transformations on this query, you need to identify what are the actual columns and names. Then you should be able to make sure that it is not going to miss anything that's supposed to be there in the table. Okay, now this is how you can identify column headers as well as the names. So these are my column headers, make, year, and their names, and January, February, March also actually column headers, because now the data is in pivoted format. So when you see the data in the pivoted format, the January, February, March, April, we also consider them as column headers, right? So there are multiple column headers. One is a make, month, January, February, March, those also column headers. But here the month is not actually column header, but year is a column header here. Okay, and this is how you can identify the column headers as well as what are their actual names, right? So in the next lecture we'll talking about shaping table structure, and this is about identifying the column headers and names, and we'll see in the next lecture. All right, welcome back to another session. In this lecture we will be talking about shaping the table structures, which means we are going to transform the unstructured data to the particular 100% table structure. So in this we'll be talking about more of promoting headers, renaming columns, remove top rows, as well as remove columns. Okay, now let's head back to our Power BI desktop. This is our Power BI desktop, and this the same Power BI file that I'm using from the last lecture, from the previous lecture. So this unstructured data now we need to convert into a particular table structure, or 100% table structure. So we are going to shape this unstructured data to bring it to a table structure, right? So now let's look at how to do that. Now you see there are first two rows, 1 and 2, they are not at all required, and every record for all the columns for these two rows are nulls. They are not at all required. What you can do here, you can apply some transformation to remove those two rows, row 1 and row 2 from this table, by going to remove rows. There's a remove top rows. Click remove top rows, and which will help you to reduce the number of rows as well. And click you need to enter how many rows that you would like to remove. Say 2, Now it's going to remove the top two rows because they are not at all required for my analysis. Now say OK. That's all. Now we learned how to remove the top rows using the remove top rows transformation. Then we know that this make, year, actually the column names of the column 1, column 2, actual column names, and January, February, March, April, and until December, they are the column names of this these measure values, for example. Now what you do, how can you promote, or how can you move this January, February, March, April as a columns? How can you move them top to the columns? Because here whatever you see, the column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, they are not actual columns, column labels, but the January, February, March, and April, so on and so forth until December are the column labels. Now how can you do that? You can do that by promoting the headers. You need to promote the headers so that they'll be moving on to the columns and they will be replacing the existing column 3, column 4, column 5. You can do this in two ways. One, using in the home ribbon. This is a home ribbon, and go to this use first row as a header. You just click that, use the first row as a header, and or maybe you can go to this and use the use of first row as a header. Now it's gonna apply promoted headers transformation. Now you see it has started converting this table to a table structure. Now it is coming to a particular shape. But now if you observe here, again these are fine, but if you come to this, the first row, now this column name 2018, 19, 20, they are the data, but the column names is not the month, but that's supposed to be year, right? So what you can do one more time, use first row as a header, right? Or what you can do, you can just rename, so that you'll also know how to rename the columns. So you can rename the columns by right clicking and rename, or you can just double click on that column and rename it. You call it as a year, and then double click on this and you call it as a make, right? So that is one thing. Then one more time, what you can do, you can go to the remove top rows and click remove top rows one more time, and this time we need to remove only one row, and click enter one number of rows to remove. Say OK. Now this is now perfectly converted into a table structure. Now again, this is how you need to bring the unstructured table to a structured table. Now what are we learned here? We learned how to remove the top rows. We learned how to move the headers, column headers to the top using the promoted headers. Then we also learned how to rename the columns. Now, for example, we are also gonna learn about how to remove the columns. Say, for example, assume that I don't need any data after March, for example. What you can do means I need the data only until March, but I don't need any data from April to until December. Now what you can do, you can select the make and use your shift button, select until March, right? And go to remove columns. There are two options here. If you use the remove columns, it's going to remove the selected columns, but if you use the second option called remove other columns, it's going to remove the other columns by keeping the selected columns. So in this case, we are going to apply the second one because we want the selected columns be remain in the table. So click remove, sorry, not here. You need to select the last step here and do apply here, remove other columns. That's all. So this is how you can bring a table from unstructured to a structure by shaping it, by applying some transformations like use first row as a header, promoting headers, removing top rows, renaming the columns, as well as remove columns. Okay, and this is about this shaping the table structure session, and we'll see you in the next lecture. Bye. Hi, hello, welcome back to another session. In this lecture, we will be talking about pivoting and unpivoting columns. Pivoting and unpivoting columns is nothing but changing from columns to rows and rows to columns, right? So we'll be talking about unpivoting columns as well as pivoting the columns, which means we will be transforming the data in pivoted format to unpivoted format, and we'll also be transforming the data from unpivoted format to pivoted format, right? So let's head back to our Power BI desktop in order to do that. Okay, now we are back in our Power BI Power Query editor. Now you see there is a data unpivoted data query and which has a data like this. Now if you look at this one, actually the first row in this table are actual column headers, right? Whatever you see, the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, they are not the headers, but the actual headers, now they are appearing as a row, right? So we need to move this to a column headers. Now in order to do that, we already have done that by going into this table and use first row as a header. But this time I'm going to use this option. From the home ribbon, there is a transformation called use first row as a header. Click on that. Now the table is in a particular shape. Now actual column headers are moved to the columns. But here the data is in pivoted format. You see here make is there is a data for the make here. That is the make column. But if you look at 2018, 19, 20, they're not actually headers, column headers. They are the data. Likewise, Aston Martin, Jaguar, 25, 26, 27, those things. Now, our job is to transform those columns to rows. Transform the 2018, 19, 20 to rows, as well as, when you transform that, what will happen to this these values here, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 38, 36, they will also be actually transformed to one single column, right? So finally we will be having a data of 3 columns. All right, now okay, like this. So finally you should have a data like this, right? So this data will be finally transforming to this make year column and the values column. So go to the unpivoted data query. Now what you can do here, now you can go to the transform ribbon and you can select this make and go to this and use unpivot other columns, because make is already in unpivoted format in the table structure. And which are the columns that we need to transform to unpivot columns? 2018, 19, 20. What you can do, you can either select the make or use the second option, unpivot other columns, or you choose the pivoted columns here, right? Go here, unpivoted columns, and click on unpivot columns. Now they converted. Now rename them to year and values. That's all. Now we transformed the columns to rows. That is called transforming the data from pivoted data to unpivoted data. Now go to the pivoted data here. What we'll do now, the data is in pivoted format, but what my user wants here is, hey, I want the year to be displayed on the column headers, right? Means I want this table structure data to be transformed to the pivoted format. I want the make to be displayed as a rows, years to be displayed in the columns, and the values to be displayed at the intersection of the make as rows and year as a columns. Right? In order to do that, since you need the year as a column, what you can do here is select the year and go to this this pivot column here. Click on that pivot column, select this year, and there is an option called pivot column. Click on pivot. Now here the values column must be values. That's all. Now this is how you can transform rows to columns. Earlier we have done columns to rows. Now we have done transforming the data to columns from the rows. Now if you edit this option, what has actually done this one, the values column, it is applied as sum. If you want, you can also apply any other the aggregated function here as well. For example, if you apply the average, the value is now displaying as average, right? If you don't want to apply anything, actually if you go here, since they're numbers, they apply. If you want, you can also say that do not aggregate and you will get actual value, but right now you're getting the error, right? So that's fine, but you can just change that to something else, maybe sum itself. So that's all. So this is how you can transform pivot data to unpivot, means transforming columns to rows, and transform the unpivoted data to pivot data, means transforming the rows to columns. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next lecture.